What's going on, everybody? And it's time for the last event here in NHL 26, and it's the preseason event. So if you hark back to last year's game, that's what we ended this on. The preseason event typically lasts until the end of the game cycle, so you're only going to see 4 MSPs instead of the traditional 5 or 6. They're 98 overalls with no chance to go up to a 99, unfortunately. There are some other preseason cards that were released as well, and we also got some new line combinations that are out there and some big ones for some salary cap purposes, but it's also the mid-season content dump, so let's skip through some of this stuff here. The icons, we got Peter Forsberg, Grant Fuhr, and Frank Mahavik. Mahalovic? I'm hopefully saying that right. Comment down below why I butchered one of your favorite players' names. Patrick Marleau, we got Krupp and Oates. For the heroes and the rookies, we got Mike Madon, Roberto Luongo, and Martin St. Louis. We also got some more captains. We got Laura Stacy, Logan Cooley, Jake Sanderson, and Matthew Schaefer. We're going to kick it off with the preseason event here. I think a lot of people are like, why aren't we getting 99s? Don't sleep on these cards. I'll say it now, like I'm trying to keep somewhat of a positive mentality on it. I don't think there's a lot of must-make cards that got dropped, and I'll say that ahead of time. But there are some good ones that did drop from the preseason. We're going to start out with Easton Cowan at 6 foot 190 pounds. He's got 2 good combinations. The issue we run into when we start doing, the comparison game, the last event had cards that could get up to a 99 in every statistical category. Plus, once you upgrade them to a 99, it didn't cost any ability points. So we're back to, yes, if you look below me, things cost in ability points again and everything is not maxed out. But he's got 2 good abilities attached with him, and he's maxed out in the areas that I need. Skating, his shot's not bad, his hands are perfect, and then, checking and defensive stats are in the upper 90s, but he's got 98 faceoffs. Like, I can live with all those stats, and it's not a bad card whatsoever, especially with the 2 good abilities he has on there. And we haven't seen a lot of Easton Cowan cards as far as like MSPs go, so I like that we're starting to get some other players put in here. We got Tomas Hertl at 6'3", 220 pounds. He's got Unstoppable and Quick Draw, 98 excel, 99 speed, maxed out shooting, maxed out hands, and upper 90s for checking and defensive stats, minus 87 shot blocking, which is kind of head scratching at this the time of the game, but it's not a bad card. He's got good size with them, but 2 okay abilities, not like must have for me. This is a phenomenal card. Like, it has Stick 'em Up, it has Truculence, 2 very good defensive abilities. He's got good size at 6'4", 229 pounds. He's got maxed out skating. His shot's extremely well too. His hands are a little bit lower, like mid 90s for the most part, and his defensive stats are maxed out. This is not a bad card whatsoever. Owen Tippett comes in at 6'1", 210, and I love his abilities. Wheels, he's got quick release, and I am in dire need of a right-handed shot. For me, this is my must-make. I know he's not a centerman by any means, but maxed out skating, maxed out hands, maxed out shooting. I can live with all those things. He's just down on shot blocking a little bit, but I can live with that. I need a right-handed shot bad. He will immediately go in there and do work. Another good card we got was Victor Hedman. Just flip-flop Samuelson. Add a little bit more size. He's 6'7", 244 with Stick 'em Up and Truculence. 98 XL, 98 speed. Upper 90s for shooting, low to upper 90s for hands. He's kind of spaced out, and then maxed out defensive stats. This is another phenomenal card, and Victor Hedman cards always play extremely well, so I would highly recommend taking a look at this one as well. Ryan Hartman comes in 6 foot 197 with Spark Plug and Quick Release, 95 XL, 96 speed. This is where we really start seeing that dip on players. Kevin Stenlund, 96 XL, 96 speed. Like, I'm kind of brushing over the fact of this. It's like, hey, if you're going to use them for maybe some purposes of, knocking out objectives, like, I get it. But other than that, some of these other cards just don't have it for me. Like, I'm just not interested in some of these. They have okay abilities. There's nothing that really stood out. He's 6'5", but 94 XL, 94 speed just ain't cutting it this late in the game. Coming in, we got some new captains. We're going to kick it off with Logan Cooley here at 6 foot 191 pounds. He's got Ankle Breaker and he's got Quick Release. 2 okay abilities, like Quick Release is phenomenal. I don't use Ankle Breaker a whole lot, but I know a lot of people that do. So this would be a very good combination of being able to pull off a deke right into their shot for Quick Release. It's really good. And he's got stats in the right area with his skating and shooting in his hands, so I really do like that. And he has 98 faceoffs if you want to throw him in at center as well. Jake Sanderson gets a card again at 6'2", 202 pounds. He's got Stick 'em Up and Rocket, so he has pretty good defensive abilities. If you guys remember the Jake Sanderson card, I think he was a 92 overall. It played immaculate, and it was on my team for a very long time, but he's maxed out in his skating. His shot's okay, like his accuracy's in the mid-90s, but hands are in the upper 90s, and his defensive stats are in the upper 90s. This is a very well-rounded card. If you don't need a truculence player and you like Stick 'em Up more, this is right up your alley. We got Maddie Schaefer with Elite Wheels and Tape to Tape. If they would have given him something other than tape to tape, this would have probably been a must make, just because his skating's maxed out, his shot's extremely well, his hands are almost maxed out, and his defensive stats are extremely well. But yeah, I mean, like, wheels on defenders is still phenomenal because they can always rush to get back and get into position. Tape to tape, I'm just not a big fan of. It's a bottom tier ability for me in this game. Then we wrap it up with Laura Stacy at 5'10", 157 pounds. We got Elite Wheels and we got All-Star No Contest. Too small of a player for me, even though it's a right-handed shot. I just don't care about No Contest when cards this small will just get crunched into the boards, especially with how OP Truculence is, but still a fun card you can use. We got 3 new 99 Icon cards, and it's Peter Forsberg kicking things off at 6'1", 205 with Unstoppable and Tape to Tape. Keep in mind, yes, these 99s do cost ability points, but they are 99 in every statistical category. So with Unstoppable and Tape to Tape, is it a must make? No. Peter Forsberg is a phenomenal card, don't get me wrong, but Tape to Tape just kind of ruins it for me. If they could have done something like anything but Tape to Tape, I think we would have been fine. Like wheels, elite edges, quick release, quick draw, like it would have made it a little bit more appealing, but with Tape to Tape, just kind of kills the buzz for me. Grant Fuhr, 5'10", 195 pounds. Too small of a goalie for me, but he is 99 in every statistical category. And he does have Showstopper and Post-Post, so you could have some fun with this as we wind down the game, but just not my cup of tea. Frank Malovic, I don't know. I'm saying it completely wrong, and I'm sorry for you guys, but 5'10", 205 pounds. He's got Wheels Unstoppable. Better combination here. He's a left-handed shot, so if you're in dire need of a left-handed shot, like, here's one for you. Keep in mind, he also does have 99 faceoffs, so if you need a centerman, you can also throw him in at center if you need to. He has 2 good abilities with Unstoppable and Wheels, and if there's anybody I would make out of it, Frank would be probably one of them, but I still think Dave Andreychuk's the best card that we got for all the items. We got some more 98 heroes that were released, and we're going to start things off with Krupp at 6'6", 240, Truculence and Rocket. This is my must-make card out of it because he's 99 in all of his skating, pretty much maxed out shot, pretty much maxed out hands, and pretty much maxed out check-in defensive stats. Like, this to me would be the must-make card that they did release that's not part of the new preseason path. At 6'6", 240, I was in dire need of not only a right-handed shot, but a right-handed defenseman, and this immediately goes right in as the #1 righty D-man that I got, and then I could get rid of McAvoy, even though McAvoy's been on the team since team of the season. This is still a phenomenal card that you'll be able to close the game out with, and with his size, I just don't see him going anywhere. So I have him paired with Chara, so that's going to be a nasty start there, and I love Truculence, but Rocket's also a good offensive ability that can get put in with. Patrick Marleau comes in with Wheels and 1T at 6'2", 215. He's 99 in his skating minus his endurance and balance. Maxed out shooting, almost maxed out hands, and then mid to upper 90s first check-in and defensive stats. I love Wheels. Patrick Marleau cards always play extremely well. 1T I'm just not a gigantic fan of, but depending on how you play, like, it might not be a bad idea at this time of the game. Especially if you can get some 1Ts off since he is a winger. Adam Oates finishes things off at 5'11", $190. He's a centerman with a right-hand shot with quick release and tape to tape. I would have maybe went for this one if he didn't have tape to tape. I don't know what their obsession was with tape to tape on this one, but maxed out shooting, maxed out hands, maxed out skating, checking defensive stance are in the middle to upper 90s with 99 faceoffs. But if you're in dire need of a right-handed shot, might not be a bad way to go, but I think Owen Tippett for a right-hand shot would be better unless you want a right-handed centerman. Lastly, we got the 98 rookie cards. We got Roberto Luongo at 6'3", 217, and honestly, this card was a menace earlier on when I faced him. I can only imagine, maybe he got a little bit better with post-to-post and showstopper. He has 2 phenomenal abilities on it. And a 98 overall, this might be an endgame goalie that you may go for. Not too sure, but let me know if you used Roberto Luongo in the past, if you liked him or not. But I think this could be a really fun card to use. Showstopper's really good. I might have wished we had like dialed in for it instead, but like still two really good abilities on him. Mike Modano comes in at 6'3", 212. He's got wheels and he's got quick release. To me, this is also another must-make card. The only reason I won't be making them is because I'm pretty much set for all of my lineups for any centerman and left-handed shots. I got 99s and they all have size, so they're 99X cards. So that's the only reason why I won't be making them. But honestly, like outside of this is the best forward that they released this entire weekend. And to me, like he has to be up there if you're in need of a centerman or a left-handed forward. This is your number one option. Krupp, I think, is the best right-handed option. I think Tippett's the best right-handed forward option for you guys out there. But 99 in skating, shooting, hands, and then mid to upper 90s first check-in defensive stats. Plus he has 99 face-offs, like immediately an impact player. Mike Modano cards always play extremely well. He's going to be one of the icons that starts us out for NHL 27. Martin St. Louis comes in at 5'8", 180. He's got lead edges and ankle breaker. To me, it's just too small at this time of the game, even though he has maxed out skating, shooting, hands, and then low to mid 90s for his check-in and defensive stats. Like, ankle breaker just doesn't cut it for me with edges personally, but like his size is the big thing. At this point in time when I'm making a 6'6" defenseman, like, I look forward to facing people that have smaller cards, honestly, at this stage of the game. But make your favorite players at the end of the day. Now it's time to kind of cover my thoughts on what we got out of content, along with some little tips and tricks moving forward. One thing we did not get is a 99X card, which for all intents and purposes means we are done with it. So if you have extra tokens and collectibles, I think your number one priority is to focus on a 99X card. One, because the MSPs aren't 99s and we don't get free ability points for them. So that's why I think the priority should be in the 99X card if you can afford to do it. If not, I would be looking for some of the cards that I pointed out when we were reviewing them earlier. But keep in mind, you can still make Lane Hudson, Celebrini, Gretzky, Sakic, McKinnon, McDavid, Makar, Draisaitl, Chara, Sundin, Lemieux, and Ray Bourque. If I have to give you an order of like who is the must make, McDavid's going to be number one for forwards. Chara is going to be number one for all defensemen. Then I would argue Celebrini is definitely up there for me, along with Nate McKinnon for the forwards. Defensemen, we just didn't get a whole lot of them. I was really hoping for a right-handed defenseman from 99X, but, I don't mind it. I think it was a lot of fun inserting something different into the game for the rest of it, for something to look forward to. The other thing I want to point out for the collects now, you can use 97s or 98s. So if you're trying to produce those 97s or 98s, my suggestion for making those cards, burn up what you got left for fodder, because, well, this is the end of the game and we know what MSPs we're going to be getting. I'd rather get a 99X card personally if I can afford to do so. I would be making the hero set for the 97s or 98s personally, like, because we get some from the XP path at the end of it, and it helps you burn through your fodder of 93s and one random 92 to make those. When you're making these preseason sets, it is now going to be up, so it's going to cost you 95, 96 preseason cards and any 95, 96 overall cards. So yes, 96s finally have some worth. If you got a lot of 96 stockpiled, I'd highly recommend maybe selling them to maybe make those 99X cards, especially if you have a stockpile of tokens. That might not be a bad idea, but just keep that in mind while you're going through and making your lineups for objectives. If you're looking at making one of the new captains cards, it's going to cost you 297 overall captains. So to be able to make those, you kind of got to go through, making sets the old-fashioned way of getting 95 overall captains to throw into sets. Keep in mind, 97s are a little bit farther down the line, and it's going to cost you 395 96s. Since they're all 98s minus the icons that are 99 in every statistical category, it is going to cost you the following: 393 94s and one random 92. Keep in mind that you can use any card for this. It doesn't have to be 93 94 captains. Same thing for like the hero sets and also the rookie sets. Those have not changed. Those are the exact same thing that you can trade in anybody to make those. The icons, you can make 96 overall icons, and those 96 overall icons, I believe, are what you're going to trade in to make one of the 99 overalls. You can make the 96, and it's going to cost you 3 of the 97, 98 overall icons. Keep in mind at the back end of it, you will get one of those for free right before you get Rupe hints. And it's going to cost you 96, 97s to make the 98s. And if you're looking to make the 97s, it's going to cost you 94 overall icons. So it goes back to that. I believe we ended up using any cards for it, so the 99 icons are just going to be harder to get. But if you do have sellable icons, now's the time to probably start selling those as well if you don't plan on making any of the new cards from the icon set. The heroes are going to be set up the exact same way. You're going to take 95 heroes to make the 97s from Season 5. Then you'll build 2 of them. It's going to cost 2 of the 97s to make one of the 98 overalls. Nothing's changed since they were 98s at the beginning of the season. Keep in mind, it's going to cost you 2 97s to make one of the new rookie sets as well. We got some new XP stuff if you're still trying to finish up the XP season path. For the events and stuff like that, we get stuff just as normal. We're going to get collectibles, a free 95 overall, so nothing's really changed there immensely. I think the biggest thing to take away is, like, it's the end of the game. We're down to the last, month and some change. If you got stuff that you're hanging on to and you still want to play the game, like, go through it, burn through it, sell stuff, and have some fun with the game. Get creative with your lineups, and let's start gearing up for NHL 27. If I have to order or put into order what I would be focusing on, I would focus on some of those cards that I mentioned, and then the preseason cards, don't sleep on them. They aren't bad if you're in dire need of upgrading your lineup personally. For me, that is all I got for you guys here today. If you guys like what you saw, hit that subscribe button down below. Let me know, who are you prioritizing? Are you making anybody? And what's your general thoughts on it? I was underwhelmed by it myself, but after looking at it again, like, there are some really good cards out there, even though it might not pertain to me. Other than that, this is the newest team update that you see going on. And we made our final one, which was Mario Lemieux. We've already made Krupp. We unlocked Rupe hints. And that's the team probably going to be finishing it out until the bitter end, unless they come out with, maybe like a better right-handed defenseman or right-handed shot. We'll be focused on trying to get Tippett maybe before the end. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like, and we'll see you back here next time.